All right, guys, we are back with another episode of Made in Abyss. We have episode 6 here up and ready to go. So, I did mention in the Kuroko episode, but if you didn't see that, my voice might sound a little different. I'm not sure, actually, but my throat has been, hurting. I think I got a bit of a sickness going on, so just apologies for that, if that is the case. But anyway, though, that's not going to stop me from, getting my reactions in, getting my episodes of Made in Abyss in, because that is keeping me alive right now. But anyway, yeah, last episode we ended off with getting to the Seeker camp, and seems like we got a bit of an interesting character there. What was her name? Odin? No. Maybe? I don't know. The White Whistle lady. So she seems interesting. I feel like we might have a bit of creepiness going on this episode, but we'll see how it is. We got an improvement from last episode because it is daytime. It is morning. I am making sure to watch this in the morning. See, as you can see, nice and day out there. I don't, curtain can't be open because got to get that video production quality up, but yeah, you know how it is. Sorry, I just showed you guys my entire mess. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm just excited to hop in and see what goes on here. So let's do that. Let's go. Weird. Awkward. Still alive, that brat. I wonder. Oh, I was wondering, I had a bit of an idea. She's probably talking about Riko, right? Because she helped to save Riko. And I wonder if there's some bad feelings towards it, because she had to help carry Riko up through the abyss. So that meant that she had to ascend the abyss because of Riko. So maybe she had some bad side effects from doing that. And, it says that she's weird now. That's what Habo was warning us about. She's weird. I wonder if part of that is because she had to help with Riko. If that caused a lot of it, gave her a bad mood or something, or something happened that gave her the bad mood. She's just pissed off all the time because of it. I wonder. That's just a little bit of, theorizing, but it would make sense. Why else would she call her a brat? Oh, yeah, that counts as ascending. Man, it's crazy how even if you ascend what is that, 50 meters? You still feel the effects. Such a short distance. Lightened around here. Yeah, because it's not the center, right? On children. Yeah. Children probably feel it their systems really ain't used to it. Oh. Yeah. Damn, that ascent is rough. Filthy. Filthy. What did you just say? Man, she is weird. 2 meters. Ew, bro, she's... Oh, man. I'm getting chills right now. I'm actually getting chills from just looking at her. She seems mean. Being in the abyss for a while might have affected her social skills. You're supposed to keep your thoughts inside your head, lady. If they're bad thoughts, it's you can think, oh, how filthy, but maybe don't say that out loud. Maybe. Oh. It's sad, but I am just realizing that they changed this picture. Do they change it for every single episode? Maybe that's art from the manga, right? Because you actually just told me in the comments that the manga actually takes months to release a new chapter, I think, or weeks at least. It was something like that. Because they do this type of art for every single chapter. They do not cheap out, really. They make good shit. This could be the cover or something. Who knows? At least she's honest. Precious spell. Yeah, I think she's got some bad feelings towards Riko. That kid. She left a kid behind? Interesting. Talk to a fellow child. Are you sure? I feel like you're just making excuses, lady. She's like, I'm done. These kids are annoying. I'm out of here. Blue whistles. Oh, while you're here. Oh, red whistles. Oh, well, thanks, I guess. Can you, can you please, can you try not to be so creepy, lady? Oh, Rico just wanted, yeah. Oh, she wanted to have like a bit of a good chat with her because Ozen did save her life. Of course, she's gonna feel that sort of debt towards her, but it really seems like Ozen she's not interested. She might even like dislike Rico, like maybe hate her for having to put her through that of ascending the abyss just to carry her up. Like she even admitted, she's like, I thought about leaving you behind. And she said something about leaving a kid behind. I don't know if I just misunderstood that, if she was talking about Rico, but it sounded like she was saying that she left. Like if it wasn't for you, I maybe wouldn't have had to leave that kid behind. But I don't know. Seafloor? Speculation. Yeah, well, it would still be ascending. Man, it's so awesome when shows like this, they take the time to explain the environment. Like, a lot of people, they watch shows like this, myself included, and it's like, how is that possible? Like, how is there trees? Like, I didn't think about it. To admit, I did not think about it. But yeah, it's like, how do trees grow down here? When they already said there's limited light, and probably a majority of the light is in the center. They explain that we are like on the edge. We're closer to the edge of the abyss. Like, of course, you're not going to get as much light. But I love when they take the time to explain it. They're not just like, hey, look at this cool thing. Who cares how it works? It's like, yeah, they explain the shit. They got actual sort of science behind it. And magic, of course, but... Uh-huh. Oh, oh, please tell me yes. I assume she was a girl too. Wait, is it a boy? Oh my god, Rico, I just noticed. Oh my god. It's like, come on. I get that she doesn't see Reg. Sorry. I do know I've been mispronouncing the name. It is, or sorry, it's Regu. Regu? Oh, that's gonna be so hard for me to say. Like, she does not see Regu as, like, a problem, right? She's like, he's a robot. I don't see him that awkwardly. Which I don't like that she says that, because of course he feels like a human. He doesn't see himself as a robot, blah, blah, blah. But come on, like, Maruk is here. Have some decency, some modesty. Oh. Well, I guess. If you grow up mainly in the abyss, there's gonna be those side effects. Like, I wonder if that would even have a sort of effect on like your ascension. If you lived in the abyss, would maybe the ascension have like a harder impact on you, or maybe it would have a lesser, probably harder, right? But or maybe it's the same. But yeah, like she said, sunlight. She's not used to the above ground stuff. So hell, that could be more dangerous than the abyss. So far, it seems like Regu actually has, like, I don't know, the best. Like, I mean, if I lived in this world, I'd want to be a damn robot. I imagine I might be proven wrong in the future, but hey, it seems like he has it the best out of anybody at this point. Hmm. I wonder. I wonder if they were, if like Ozen and Liza were friends, or what they considered themselves. Sounds fair. Ah, that's cool. More complex shape. Yeah, man. I'm very curious as to the story of the relics. That's what I was wondering. Are all these relics, like, of course, relics means it's something like from the past, right? It's something old from like an older civilization, blah, blah, blah. But there's so many of them. It's like, what was the civilization in this abyss that had so many of these weird like relics? Like, what are these eggs for? Are they decoration? Like, were they used for something? Some of it seems to be like, well, some of it is definitely magical. Like the bell, what did it do? It stopped time or something when you rung it? Oh, interesting, man. I hope we get some information on that really soon. Yeah. Have some actual, like, friends. It must be lonely. Oh, man. Imagine living down here with Ozen. Oh, the only person you can socialize with the majority of the time. Yeah, understandable. You never know. Ah, poor Meadow. Like, you never, like, we don't know how long ago Liza sent those messages up. Like, the message to join me at the bottom of the abyss. Like, could have been days, could have been weeks, could have been months. You don't know. Like, something could have happened to cause the balloons to not make it, or maybe they didn't find the balloons until they were already sitting there for a long time. So yeah, I understand, but like, you only go down the abyss once, and the further down you get, the worse times you're gonna have. So maybe you should have some fun while you still can. No, no, don't leave. Don't leave in the middle of the night on your own. Don't do that. Oh, oh no, she's gonna do some eavesdropping. Oh.
オーゼンさん
Is that the noise? I thought I thought that was my own heartbeat. I was like, oh god. No, I don't need a jump scare. Please do not jump scare me right now. Something you guys should know is I'm awful. I am awful with scary movies, everything like that. I might heavily regret watching this show. Yo! If you see a paw coming out of the darkness that looks like that, get the fuck out of there. Oh my god. Run. What is going on? Yo, maybe warn them. Don't just hide. Ugh, bro. Cause what? Yeah, what was that? It looked like a human when it was the shade. Did she just wet herself? Why is there a wet spot? Oh, oh, my bad. He's like, why did I have to wake up to that? No, hell, I'd piss myself if I saw that shit coming at me in the darkness. I ain't scared to admit that. No, what was that, bro? It was a humanoid form in the shadow. That's not. Oh man, the part of me that's watched anime before, like, and kind of seen that is like maybe Ozen. She has ascended and descended the abyss many times, likely. So maybe that's her, because it said what if you ascend from great heights, and she's a white whistle. She'd have been down there pretty dang low. You lose your humanity was one of the things. It's either you die or you lose your humanity. So hell, maybe she turns into something. I wonder if that's like something that happens. I like, this is just, I hope you guys don't mind listening to my theorizing, even if it is like incredibly wrong. But like, it was human, and then the human disappeared, and then it was just a monster. But you'd think Maruk would know about that if it was Ozen. Hablog? It wasn't Habo, is it? Hablog Habo? Forget what you saw. Oh. Okay, so she kind of knows. Maybe it is Ozen. That's kind of making me believe more. And here. Oh. Oh? Yeah? At a grave. Oh. Oh, is that Liza's weapon? Pickaxe? No? Mixed in there. Even as a joke. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, part of me is wondering, like, Ozen, she could be lying. Because maybe that is Liza's handwriting. And she's just saying that to maybe protect Riko. To be like, no, don't go down to the bottom of the abyss. That's a dumbass idea. It's like, but she's got a point. Like, she knew Liza, and it's like she's saying she wouldn't write that even as a joke. Like, the abyss is a dangerous thing. I mentioned that episodes ago. Like, why, if Liza knew how dangerous the abyss was, why would she just ask her daughter to come down there? It is an odd situation. So she could be telling the truth and being like, maybe it's a trap. Why? That's not even Liza's handwriting. Maybe that's being honest. Or she could just be trying to protect Riko, being like, man, you should stop here. Like, this is it. There's a grave. Maybe we just saw the grave, unless that was fake, but I imagine that's probably a real grave that was dug. Maybe that's Liza's mother, or it could be somebody else. Like, you only see the pickaxe there. It didn't say that she saw Liza's body or that she buried Liza. She found it on the grave. And if that is Liza's pickaxe or whatever, I can't remember if we saw that. But if that is, maybe she just put it there. Maybe she buried someone who she really cared for or loved or something, and she put that there as respect or to make some sort of point, like, I don't want this anymore, that sort of thing. It's here now. There could be so many different possibilities here. So it's odd if she's just dead, right? Like, if we came down here and we're only at the second layer and then we find out she's dead. So I don't know. Ozen, I'm getting, maybe she cares for Riko in a way. Like, she did help to save her. So obviously she cared about it a little bit back then, years ago. Like, she has some disdain for her, but, she went through all that work to save her. She doesn't want to just see the girl get herself killed either, right? Who is that? No, that's just an outfit. Okay. Is that hers? Formal attire? Yikes. Yo, put some lights in here, lady. Damn. Oh, that's the thing that she was brought up in, isn't it? The relic. I think that's what it looked like, right? I swear we just saw like a picture of that at the beginning of the episode, yeah? Yeah, right there. That looks like it. Okay, so that's the relic that they used to carry her up as a baby, right? That's cool. So they still have it down here just for what? Emergencies? Because they would have brought it up to the surface bringing Riko up. But then, what's the point in it staying up there when it's used for ascending? Like, if you... yeah, no, that makes sense. If you were down in the abyss and you had an emergency, you couldn't just go up and come back down. Because, yeah. Sorry. But okay, so yeah, showing Riko the tool that saved her life. That's cool and all, but what, is there going to be a hint there or something? Like, what's the point in seeing it now? It'll at least be cool to see, because it looks like, even in this picture here, it looks really creepy. It looks like, it looks very creepy. Like, in that picture there, it looks like it's like human flesh almost, like a living creature. Because it's so stretchy and like red, and it looks kind of like, the inside of a body. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is a living creature. I don't know. It could be. You never know with relics, right? Like, they're just these creepy, magical things. They probably don't even know how it works exactly. It's just something that they found out. It helps to ascend the abyss, minimal effect, and they just use it. But hey, like, if I had a baby and that was the thing I had to put it into, yeah, I'd do it. But man, I'd be like, are we sure about this? It's just so creepy. I think all the relics have a bit of like creepiness to them. I noticed that. Like, even looking at some of those eggs that Riko was looking at, it's like they have this weird, like, what is the point in them with all those designs? And some of them just look otherworldly sort of thing. So all these relics, they give this weird little feeling like just bad. Like, I feel kind of stressed looking at some of them. Maybe that's just me. But still, man, like, it'll be interesting to see if they explain how it works or whatever. Or maybe Ozen is trying to be like, okay, your task is done, get in this thing and you're going back up to the top. Maybe she's going to try to get Riko to go back up. I don't know. Like I said, I'm getting very mixed vibes from Ozen. I don't know if she cares about them, if she hates them, if she has no feelings towards them whatsoever. You'd think she'd be a little more interested in Regu, right? Like, he's a robot. Has she seen a robot before? Maybe she's seen it. And that's why she's not asking too many questions. But hey, if I all of a sudden had some robot cyborg looking dude coming up to me and, you know, shoot his arms up towards me, and, you know, I'd be asking questions. I'd be like, what the heck are you? Like, where did you come from? But it doesn't seem like she's done that. Even Maruk didn't do anything like that. She was just, she mentioned that Regu is a robot, but didn't seem to ask many questions about it. She was like, you don't seem like a robot. Everyone's actually taking it pretty easy. Like, yeah, I don't know. If I all of a sudden met a robot, I'd be pretty fucking... I'd either be really hype or I'd be really scared. I'd be like, yo, you're a robot. What are you doing here? But I mean, they have seen, like, this is the Abyss. They've seen their fair share of weird crap, for sure, especially Ozen. So I imagine maybe she's just like, he's, you know, I've seen worse. I've seen weirder. No, Ozen, like, I'm getting bad. Sorry, I know I'm saying the term a lot, but bad vibes. But that's just how I know to explain it. Like, I'm getting bad vibes from her. But that could be the point. Like, maybe she's actually not that bad of a person. Maybe I'm speaking way too soon. She could do some bad shit in the next episode. So I'm not going to say for sure. Obviously, in the past, she helped Liza bring Riko. So there is goodness in her. She's like, I thought about abandoning you. But she didn't. She did not abandon her. She helped get her back to the top. So maybe she holds bad feelings towards that. Either way, she did help her. Maybe she has a sense of, like, care for her. And that's why she's telling her, like, you know, there's no point in you coming down here. Like I said, maybe she's lying about the letter from Liza. Maybe it is her handwriting and she's just being like, why would Liza do that? It must be a trap, or, like, it's just dumb. I'm not going to let this kid go down to the bottom. Or it could be the truth and it actually is some sort of trap. But that's weird, because why would they want Riko specifically to come down here? Like, it was addressed to Riko, right? Well, I guess all the notes and stuff might have been addressed to Riko from Liza, and then someone just snuck that note in there, but I don't understand that. Like, why? And wouldn't you be able to tell? Like, I thought I saw in those diagrams and stuff, wasn't there a little bit of writing from Liza there? Couldn't you compare it? Don't you think they might have noticed that? Like, when they were looking at the note and the diagrams together, they would have been like, this handwriting is different. Like, there's stuff that could affect that, right? Maybe she was in a hurry when she was writing it, blah, blah, blah. You don't know. I'm hoping it was Liza, but also it's like, I don't want Riko to get into trouble going down there. Like, it is such a dangerous journey. It's like, what would be the reason for a mother telling her daughter to put herself in that much danger to come down to be with her, or for whatever reason? I don't know. It's such a weird thing. So many questions. Like, why would she do that? Why would she send a message? Like, if her whistle was sent with it, and there's literally a grave that looks like it's in a place that Liza loved, it has her pickaxe over it, that just makes sense that that's her. But that's so weird if we just learned that she's already dead. Like, what's the point in going down there anymore? I'm not, oh, bro, I don't want to say it, because that might speak it into existence, but Marulken, sorry, I might have been referring to Marulken as a her. Is it a he? They never actually confirmed that. Sorry if I've been doing that the whole time. I don't want to, you know, be that guy. But I guess it was just sort of a reflex thing. Anyway, Marulken, they seem like they don't, like, they're really nice. I like Marulken. But they almost seem like a character that something bad might happen to. Like, I'm getting that feeling. I really hope I'm wrong about that, but, you know, innocent characters like that, a lot of the time, it doesn't end well. So, I'm hoping. Marulken seems nice. Hopefully, Ozen is nice. Like, obviously Ozen took in Midolkin too, so she still has that goodness in her. She took in Midolkin. I don't know what kind of relationship they have. It seems a little bit distant, but at least, Ozen seems like, she's creepy. She has those bad vibes coming off of her, but she's still done good stuff before. Like, I can't imagine she's 100% evil. We'll see. We'll have to see. I don't know how long we'll be hanging out here for in this camp. I'm sort of hoping that Ozen's not that bad. Like, I wasn't feeling her character at the beginning, but like, she hasn't done anything too awful. She's obviously not kind. Well, not on the surface, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe next episode they'll part ways, and maybe in a bad way, maybe in a good way, maybe in a completely level way. I don't know. But no, interesting. Very interesting episode. Just kind of, more information dump than, adventure, obviously. But like I said, I love that in this sort of environment, they have this cool thing where like they're literally in an upside down tree. They built a base out of it. And I love that Midolkin was explaining it, telling us like, the roots could go all the way up to the surface into the ocean. And that's how they get sort of the nutrients that they need, blah, blah, blah. Don't got much sunlight, so like they have other ways of growing. I love when a show takes that time to explain its world. And, there's obviously nothing wrong with just creating a cool world and just having it. Don't need to explain it, but it just adds this extra layer to it when they put thought behind it. It's like, yeah, some fans are going to be wondering, like, how would something like this be possible when there's no light, when there's barely any water, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying blah, blah, blah a lot. I think I'm getting into a bad habit of saying that. But yeah, no, I'm loving the world building. Like, the characters I think the characters are the number one thing in this show for me at the moment. But the world building is a close second. Like, they're both really up there in quality. Those two aspects. The whole show is up there in quality, but man, they are putting thought towards it. They're making it look as cool as it can, as beautiful as it can. Even in these creepy places, like, it is dark a lot of the time. Like, this whole layer, the Forest of Temptation, it's been dark. It's been, like, creepy, but it's also been just a nice looking place, like, really cool. So I'm loving the detail they put into it. It just makes it this, like, so interesting. I could watch this show if it was just a documentary on the Abyss. Like, if they made a documentary on every single layer of the Abyss, if they made that its own anime, I'd be into that. I'd be watching that shit alongside this. That's actually a good idea. They should do that. Maybe once they're done with this series, make like a side story about just, explaining it, or just a single book being like, yeah, the Forest of Temptation is this cool thing, blah, blah, blah. Put all the details into there, put all the world building. That'd be cool. Maybe they have done that, and I just don't know. But great world is what I'm saying. I went off on a bit of a tangent. Anyway, though, I've made this video long enough, so I'm going to end it off there. And a good episode, really good episode. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series or any of my other series that I'm doing. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, the episode, whatever you want to say. Do have a Patreon linked down below you could access to get early access to the videos. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.